Peyton Place today, 4:30 movie.
Hello? Hello, Erica?
Oh, Mother, what is it? I'm very busy.
Well, I was passing the hospital newsstand today, and you just wouldn't guess what I saw.
Mother,
there.
I don't have time to listen to every little detail of your life.
Well, I thought you'd be interested in the fact that I saw your picture on the cover of Tempo magazine.
Oh, Temple, Matt, I didn't know that the magazine had even hit the stands yet, and I didn't know my picture was on the cover. My goodness, what shots did they use? How did I look?
Oh, you look lovely, and they used a nice variety.
Oh, well, I guess this is really going to boost sales for Tempo. I bet they're even going to want to do a follow-up article on me probably right away.
Well, perhaps, but I'm afraid that you may not like the article that much, Erica.
What do you mean, Mother? You just said that I looked lovely.
Well, you do. But, I'm afraid that there are some things that they said in the article that you may not enjoy.
I never met a girl who makes me feel like
Okay, then, come on. Go.
Okay. Hey, boy.
Good right there. Yes, Well, look who finally got here.
I'm really sorry, Huey.
Sorry doesn't cut it, baby. This is a place of business. You think you can wander here whenever you get the urge?
I got on the wrong bus, and I had to wait 20 minutes for another bus to take me back just so I could catch the one that I should have been on in the first place. Then I got off that one way too soon, and I ran 5 blocks just to get here. It's really confusing. I don't know my way around yet, Huey. Sorry.
That's too bad. Listen, if you want to be one of my girls, you get here when I say you get here, or you don't come at all. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you get back there and get dressed.
Come on.
Honey, you can't mean that.
I do. I think that our marriage has been a mistake.
What is this?
I don't want to hurt you, Cliff.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
And I'm not saying that it's been all bad.
All bad? I thought it's been all good.
Oh, yes, we have had some wonderful times, but people change, and they move in different directions.
Yes, take us. We've grown together, Nina. We always will.
Cliff, it was wrong of me to marry you. Now, I can't go back and remedy that mistake, but we can learn from it, and we can set it right.
This isn't you talking.
Yes, it is. I've given a great deal of thought to my future, and I believe that marriage is wrong for me. I'm sorry, but I want a divorce.
What do you mean I may not like it?
Well, sweetheart, it's just that it delves rather deeply into your personal life.
Well, read it to me.
On the telephone?
Yeah, read it.
Well, all right, sweetheart. Let's see now. I'll just skip the preliminaries. Okay? Let's see. When we asked Miss Kane about the men in her life, Chad Norris came trippingly to her tongue. But those who know say, continued on page 36. Just a minute. It's boss man Brandon Kingsley who's right on the tip of her heart.
Oh, well, that's fine, Mother. That's actually cute. Okay, that's great.
For months, Sensuel's American Beauty was more than a name on Mr. Kingsley's payroll. They were often spotted in public as regulars among the Kirby crowd. And in private, our sources say Miss Kane's penthouse was the scene for cementing those all-important employer-employee relations.
Well, I guess that every celebrity's personal life becomes public domain. Go on.
But Mrs. Brandon Kingsley has emerged victorious as the fly in Miss Kane's sensual ointment.
What?
Bossman Brandon has retired meekly to Hawthorne Home in Connecticut, leaving a down-and-out American beauty back on the market in the Big Apple. Are you all right, Erica?
I'm fine. Of course I'm fine. I just don't believe the depth to which American journalism has sunk. I mean, I am supposed to be desirable, and I am desirable. But I mean, this publication has portrayed me as a reject.
But, Erica, are you sure that there's not a grain of truth in this article? Isn't it at all possible that Brandon Kingsley has returned to his wife?
No, it is not at all possible, Mother. And you know very well that Brandon and I are engaged to be married. He has left his wife forever for me. Hearth and home, indeed.
Erica, darling, believe me, I knew you'd be upset. That's why
I am not upset. I am not upset. I just believe that it is my duty to speak out on these things to my public when such a periodical suddenly stoops to such slander. I mean, otherwise, Mother, my presence in that magazine suggests that I approve of what they are doing. Oh, I should slap a $10 million lawsuit on them.
There's more, Erica. You know, I can read it to you if you like, but perhaps we should wait for another time.
No, never mind. I'm going to run out and get my own publication, my own copy of this thing, Mother. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Hi, honey. I'm home.
Sweetheart, I didn't hear you come in. I made your favorite dessert.
You are the most wonderful wife in the world. That's why I brought you these.
Oh, Cliff, they're lovely. They're lovelier than the ones you brought me last night and the night before.
And this.
Champagne and roses every night. You're too extravagant.
Every night is a celebration for us. Of our love for each other and our joy in being together. Now, you sit down. You've worked hard enough for one day. I'll serve you.
You always do.
That's the way it should be. Where's Bobby?
Oh, he's across the street with one of his little friends. They invited him for dinner and to spend the night.
That's good. We'll be alone together.
Cliff, I read in the paper that Nina Cortland and Sean Cuddy announced their engagement.
Oh, that's nice. We'll have to send them a note.
You don't mind?
How can you say that? Oh, I'll admit for a while I was confused why Nina left me. But now I thank God every day that she did. For whatever reason.
You do?
Of course, it worked out best for everyone. Nina has Sean, and I have a wife that would be the envy of any man on earth.
Hey, Davy.
Hi, Stan.
No sitter? Where's the kid stand?
Bobby? He's still with his father.
Nina, this is like some crazy science fiction movie. I come home, there's a woman looks exactly like my wife, but it's not her.
It may seem abrupt to you, Cliff, but it's not. I've been thinking these thoughts for a long time, and they've just crystallized into a decision.
Nina, if you've been thinking these thoughts for a long time, how do you explain your being so happy lately? Come on, over and over again, you've told me how pleased you are that things worked out so well for us. You meant that, Nina. I would know it if you didn't.
I was just trying to convince myself. Now, you know how that sort of thing is.
No, I don't.
Well, then I was just denying my true feelings. Cliff, I do care for you. And we've invested a lot of time in each other. And divorce is not an easy thing to go through.
Are you saying you don't love me?
I was a child when I married you. In fact, I'm a child in some other ways.
Nina, you're young, yes. But you're intelligent and you're perceptive. You're a lot more mature than most women your age.
No, now that can be deceptive. Yes, I've traveled a lot. I've been exposed to the arts. I've done a lot of reading. But I still don't know who I really am. I married you precipitously, Cliff.
Precipitously? Nina, your father did everything he could to stop us. He almost did. The only reason he didn't is because we do love each other.
See, that was it. I was just rebelling against parental authority. Now, if I'd had a chance to think about it at that time, I would have realized that we are wrong for each other.
How are we wrong for each other?
Well, for one thing, you were ready to settle down. And I wasn't. There are a lot of things that I have to do before I make a lifetime commitment.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, I moved directly from my father's house into your house. And I never had a chance to be independent, to be on my own.
You feel tied down?
Yes, now that's it exactly. See, I need to experience a lot of things. I was just a young girl who was marrying the first man that she fell in love with, or thought that she had.
Oh, okay, let's say you go through with this. How do you imagine your life?
I would go back to school, I would get my degree, and I would have a career.
Our marriage hasn't stopped you from doing that, Nina.
Well, yes, it has. Cliff, I feel wrong about raising another woman's child.
What?
And as much as I've tried to love him, I really can't love him as if he were one of my own.
Nina, you could still have children of your own, too.
But I don't want to have children yet. I don't want to have them for a long time, and it won't be with you.
Nina, this is your father. Of course, this is... You're speaking, but I'm hearing your father speaking.
No.
I don't know how he's done it, but he's done it again.
No, it is not him.
No, I don't believe that.
Cliff, I've given this a great deal of thought, and I've done a lot of soul searching.
No, I don't believe that either. I would have known.
I think that if you think about it for a while, you will find that it is the right thing for both of us. In the long run.
Are you interested in someone else?
No. No, I've told you what I think, and I want you to accept it. Cliff, I think that I need to have my own life, and the sooner the better. I want to start divorce proceedings as soon as possible.
Hey, looks good.
Oh, I hate it. You need some help here?
So, yeah. You hate it. Why you hate it? You look sharp in it.
Thanks. Tacky and stupid. Look at this. How would you like to wear something like that? Huh?
Yeah, well, I ain't the type.
Neither am I.
Yeah, my name's Jesse. I'm new here, too.
Hi, Jesse. I'm Jenny Gardner.
Hi, Jenny.
What are you doing in this place?
You know, bus tables, clean up. You ever have a job like this before?
No. Hope I never will again either. But Mama wants me to be in show business, and she thinks this is a step in that direction. You know?
Hey, I thought you had to be in New York or Hollywood for that kind of stuff.
Well, we just got in from Los Angeles. But don't guess we'll be going back there, at least not for a while anyway.
Wow. You know, I've never been west of Center City. I heard it's real nice out there, though.
I don't know. Nothing special about it. Every place is about the same.
You know, I saw Hugh giving you a hard time before. Look, don't let it get to you, all right?
Yeah. What's his problem anyway?
He's all right. He's really all right. It's just, he's probably nervous about, you know, reopening the place.
That's right. Said you were closed for redecorating or something like that?
Yeah. Not exactly.
I don't see how this place could be much worse than it is now, that's for sure.
So I hear you had trouble finding the right bus.
Yeah. Thought I'd never get here.
Hey, where you staying?
Pine Valley.
Yeah, me too. Where about?
Hillcrest Avenue. 1219 Hillcrest?
Yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah?
You know, I ride past that on my bus every day. If you, your house is only a couple blocks from the stop. If you need me to help you to find,
Oh, that would be great. I was so worried about finding my way back tonight.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
So, why don't we just meet back here?
Come on. This ain't no Cub Scout meeting. Come on.
Okay.
After work.
Thanks, Jesse. I better get to it.
All right.
See you later.
Yeah, be good.
Boss man Brandon has retired meekly to Hearth and Home in Connecticut, leaving a down-and-out American beauty back on the market in the Big Apple.
Well?
Well? Well? That is all you are going to say?
Darling, that's the sort of thing Tempo magazine always writes. What's the problem?
Don't you recognize a smear campaign when you read one?
Honey, who's getting smeared? All that matters is that I'm getting a divorce and we're getting married. Who cares what Tempo magazine has to say?
Brandon, people will think I lied to them.
People?
My family, my friends. I pride myself on my reputation for honesty, but this article is going to call my very integrity into question.
Darling, those who know you and love you will realize that Tempo is just up to their usual lurid tactics.
All right, what about my public image? I mean, it's just horrible. You know, it just makes me seem like some old shoe who's just been tossed aside. Well, I'm going to sue them. I'm going to force them to print a retraction.
Erica, Tempo magazine is a rag. I mean, why dignify their lies with a response?
Because I am just not the kind of person who can stand idly by while some shocking miscarriage of justice goes unpunished. I mean, it's not just because I have been maligned. I would feel this way even if some total stranger were the target.
I really appreciate your convictions. But don't you see, that's exactly the kind of thing that Tempo expects. They want you to be uptight and defensive.
What do you mean?
Yes, because they want to feel like they've struck a nerve. Don't you see that you gotta let it go, forget about it, don't even pay any attention to it. Any kind of a fight with Tempo magazine would be just as if we defied Sarah and moved in with one another.
Oh.
A horrendous scandal would happen.
Yes, because Sarah would sue on grounds of adultery.
Yeah, and every other gossip rag paper in this country would have themselves a field day. Honey, I know that this article upsets you.
Caused me a tremendous amount of pain.
I know. But, you know, they may have done us a favor.
How can you say that?
Well, because they might have put a lid on a potential can of worms. And you know the board of directors in Sensual. Any kind of a whiff of a scandal. Whether it's this fight with Tempo magazine or a long, drawn-out divorce thing. We'd both be on the unemployment line before we knew what hit us. So please, darling, please, just let well enough alone.
Okay, take him to OR and prep him. I'll be there immediately. Honey, I gotta go to the hospital.
I heard.
This was the worst possible time for this phone call to come. We'll talk about this later. I mean, you'll be here when I come back.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
We're going to have to because we'll have to discuss the separation.
You know, look, I don't understand this any better now than when we first started talking about this, but I do know one thing. We can work it out. We will work it out. And that's what we'll talk about when I get back.
I'll tell you one thing. I am so proud of you.
Why? Because I ate everything?
Whoa, no, yes. Oh, come here, you. No. Because of your business deal.
Oh, I'm pretty proud about that myself.
Mr.
drink.
Sean... What? A drink?
My drink.
Your drink. Oh, boy. You really need this, I can tell. Mr. Sean Cuddy. About to make a killing in the business world. And I'm right here with him. And we are alone together. I couldn't ask for anything more.
How about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness?
Oh.
Especially life for you. What? You're risking your life staying in Pine Valley.
I took that risk when I first came here. And I have never regretted it. And right now I'm so happy I would never think of leaving this town.
Well, you could be that happy any place.
How can you say that?
Because Pine Valley's just a place to hang your hat. You can do that any place.
No. Because Pine Valley is where Nina is. And now that I found her after all these years, I realize what I missed when Palmer's kept us apart.
And what's going to happen to that relationship with Nina if you end up being dog food for Palmer's Doberman?
Very funny. That isn't going to happen.
Why? Because you're going to kill him with his own gun?
I already told you. I don't have that gun.
And I don't believe you.
You are trying to change the subject. Come on. If I were to leave Pine Valley, wouldn't you miss me? Just a little.
You're exactly right. Just a little.
You know, sometimes I don't even care that you don't love me. Because I love you so much. Maybe I've got enough feeling for both of us.
Well, I'm here tonight. What else matters? You know what?
What?
A little bit earlier, you mentioned something about dessert.
Oh, yes, dessert.
Well, I've really worked up an appetite.
Whoa. I think we, definitely have dessert. I'll even carry your drink.
Thank you.
Delicious.
How about a nightcap?
Okay, let me see. I think I will have a creme de menthe frappe.
I met at your house. It's been a while, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So what do you say? Let's split.
Listen, Sam. Let me just tell you this. I really like going out with you. But from now on, when we go out, we're going to have to stay out. Well, those nightcaps in my place, they're a thing of the past.
Hey, I thought you dug it.
Well, be that as it may, I am, how can I say it?
involved with someone. Pretty soon I am going to be a married woman.
You're putting me on.
Believe it.
I mean, a chick who turns on the way you did the last time we were together. It doesn't look like she's going to settle for some other guy.
I guess I am not your run-of-the-mill chick.
So, when's the big day?
Oh, not too soon, because they have a few commitments to clear up first.
Like a wife, for instance?
Yes, but not for long.
I don't believe you're falling for this.
Well, believe it, I am.
It's always the same, you know? I mean, his wife doesn't understand him, right? Oh, he'll get a divorce as soon as she recovers from some horrible disease, or when the kids all graduate from college. Does any of this ring a bell?
Nope. My fiancé will get a divorce in the very near future, and we will be married shortly thereafter.
Dear Cliff,
It's essential that our plans for Maeve Ryan happen today.
Ryan's Hope, weekdays.
Erica. I just felt like saying your name. Because it's yours, and it's beautiful.
darling, it's been just too long since we've been together.
I know. But tonight's been so delicious that it just kind of wipes away all the lonely nights being away from you.
No, it doesn't.
Haven't I made you happy?
You know you have. Never will.
Well,
Except what? Darling, I'm just not the kind of woman who can kid herself. I mean, just because we make beautiful music together one night doesn't mean that I can forget all the other nights when we've been apart.
darling, we'll have many nights like this. Many, many, many.
Yeah, and many, many, many when we're not together. Where you're in your bed and I'm in mine. It's very sad.
Not when we know we can be together from time to time and then share a lifetime once the divorce is final.
That's a lifetime away.
Darling, the year will pass quickly. We'll live happily ever after as man and wife. In the meantime, I love you. And you love me. And we'll see as much as we can of each other.
But you know that's not the same thing as being married.
But we have that to look forward to.
I just keep feeling like something's wrong. Don't forget, I'm a very old-fashioned girl. I mean, I know that doesn't exactly go along with my public image.
Yeah, but I only care about your private image.
Okay, but you see, that's what I mean. I mean, how long can someone with my strong moral convictions go on playing the other woman? I just feel seduced and abandoned.
Oh, Dave, I think you're just thinking about that damn Temple magazine. And the article said that I was up in Connecticut with Sarah. Am I?
No, but I am tired. I'm tired of meeting you in the shadows, and I don't want to have to steal moments together. I want to walk out in the sunshine with you and not feel so ashamed. And I want the world to see us together.
Darling, I think that's a touch dramatic.
Well, good, I'm glad you understand. Because what could be more dramatic than a woman just wasting away, waiting for her lover? And darling, when a night is past, it's gone. It's gone forever. And we have a whole lifetime of nights just passing before our eyes.
The year will be over. I'll be divorced and we'll be married long before you waste away, I promise.
I don't know.
Trust me. See, right now we're just like in limbo. And it'll pass, believe me.
But right now, it just seems like forever. It really does.
I'll lay you 20.
Hey, darling.
No!
No need to apologize, little lady. Coming from you, I don't even mind.
You don't mind?
Betcha.
Why, look at this. It's all your fault.
Oh, nah. Now what's little spoiled bills between friends, huh? We're friends, ain't we?
No, we're not.
Oh, well, we ought to be. There's only one way to be friends, get close to somebody, and that's get right next to them like this. And just look at you. You just asking for it, ain't you, sugar?
Stop it.
Hey, why don't you turn around and let me see your tail?
I don't let you see the back of my hand.
Whoa,
Look out now.
I like them like that, full of flour. Hey, sweetheart, what time you getting off tonight, huh?
Stop it!
What's the matter, baby?
Where do you get off talking to my customers like that?
See what you did?
I saw you being clumsy and throwing my booze on the floor.
It was his fault, Huey. He touched me.
Oh, my goodness. What do you think this is, a public library? What do you think I hired you for, baby?
A waitress.
Yeah. You gotta mingle. You gotta make friends. You gotta get them to ease up and buy more drinks.
I don't mind being friendly, Huey, but I am not going to let those guys put their hands all over me.
You ought to be flattered, baby. And even if you're not, don't you know that the customer can't do no wrong?
He had no right treating me that way, and you should have told him, Huey.
No, you've got no right opening that smart mouth to me or my customers. Well, I can see that the way I run business here doesn't suit your high standards. So why don't you pack your gear and split?
I just started.
Wrong, baby. You just got fired.
You know, that was cold-blooded. I mean, he should at least gave you another chance.
Oh, I don't care. In fact, I'm glad. I hated that place.
Yeah, well, how come you took the job?
It was Mama's idea. She thought it lead somewhere, you know?
Oh, yeah, you said so. Showbiz. Your mom really wants you to make it big, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just not interested, that's all.
Is that why she smacked you in the face?
What?
When you came in to get a job?
I knew that place was disgusting the minute I saw it. Mama thought, golden opportunity. Didn't want me to pass it up, you know?
And why'd you let her get away with it? I mean, Anybody smack me in the face, that'd be the last face they ever smack. You dig?
Yeah, well, that's Mama's way of getting me to see things the way she does.
Yeah, you don't seem like the type that change her mind too easy. Even if somebody does go upside your head, right?
Sure does hurt, though. Especially when somebody else is around to see it.
Hey, I didn't give it a second thought.
Mom never slaps you?
No,
Well, then you're lucky.
not really. She died a little while back.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. You were close, huh?
Yeah. Hey, your stop's about to come up in a couple blocks.
Thanks, Jesse.
Hey, no problem.
See you later.
Take care.
Dear Cliff, by the time you get home, I should be sound asleep. I'm terribly tired and think it would be best to continue talking in the morning when our minds are clear. I will probably be gone when you awaken as I'm taking Bobby to Donna first thing. I think you should prepare yourself for the fact that my mind is made up. Please respect that and don't try to sway me. Nina.
I didn't want to disturb your beauty sleep.
Oh, well, that's funny. I was sort of hoping that I would be disturbed. Well, this morning isn't starting exactly the way I had in mind. At least I can make sure that you have a marvelous breakfast.
Never mind, I gotta be on my way.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I have your favorite croissant, and I have here blackberry jam, homemade, and I brought it all from the serving spoon just for you.
Oh, you've already done enough. I couldn't impose more than I have.
Impose? That sounds very formal. It's very thoughtful of you. But don't you know, I enjoy offering you my hospitality.
No more hospitality. No more croissants. This is goodbye.
What did you say?
I said it's been fun, but that's the way it goes.
Stop teasing me.
I'm not teasing. And let's not make it any messier than it has to be. We can still be friends.
Well, I don't understand. Oh. I get it. You weren't pleased with our making love last night. Well, that's okay. Just tell me what you want.
So
I'll do whatever I have to please you.
it's over. That's all. Is that difficult to understand?
Yes. Yes, it is difficult to understand, especially after last night. It's impossible. You weren't acting like a man who had lost interest.
Well, I never said that you weren't talented.
Well, then what's the problem?
I had no problem.
I've never asked you to care for me. I never asked you to love me. I only asked that I could love you. Just having you near me. But there is somebody else, isn't there?
Daisy, lay off.
That's it, isn't it? It is, Sean.
I said lay off,
Who is
Daisy.
she? I've always known this could happen.
Well, then it's no big surprise. That should cushion the blow.
Oh, she is. It's really none of your business. And what difference does it make anyway, huh?
There really is someone.
You've given me a good time. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But yes, there is somebody else. And I have to hit the road. Have a good one.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is Bobby with Donna?
Yes?
You look tired.
I'm not. I slept very well last night.
No, you didn't, Nina. I know that because I didn't sleep either.
I'm sorry.
Neither of us slept last night, Nina. Look, I don't know what's going on, but I do know that you don't want to divorce me any more than I want you to.
Cliff, I told you.
I know what you told me, Nina, but I don't buy it. Not any of it, not for a second.
Well, you can't disregard my feelings. I think that we should discuss the details.
Please tell me why you're doing this.
I was thinking that we could have a Caribbean divorce because it would be less painful.
Less painful?
And it would be a lot quicker, and I don't see any point in making this drag on any more than is necessary.
I don't see any point in any of this, Nina, and I won't do it.
Well, you have to.
If I thought for 1 minute this is what you really wanted, I'd give it to you, Nina. I'd hate it, but I'd do it. But it is not what you want.
Cliff, I fought it at first, too. But I know that it's the right thing. Now, I understand it's a complete surprise to you, and it's understandable that you're going to fight it at first, too. But you will learn to accept it just as I have.
Nina, it's a lot of bull, and you know it. There's not a word of this that is remotely reasonable. Nina, it's Cliff. Remember me?
I'm sorry that I can't convince you. I guess you'll have to do it just because it's what I want.
No, I won't. Not for that reason or for any other. Look, there's a hell of a lot more going on here than you're letting me know.
No, there's not. No, there's not, really.
Nina, there's only one reason you would break our promise to always be truthful with each other, and that is if somebody was forcing you. Nina, tell me the truth. Stop lying to me. Tell me who's put you up to this.
Tonight, Jack starts dating a girl with a monster for a boyfriend on Three's Company. And on Too Close for Comfort, Henry disapproves of Sarah's part-time job.